I don't have time. I'll be honest, this is a good one. This is a good one. And I'll give you my unique perspective. Feel free to disagree with all of this, but I'm looking at this in a very black and white way. We all have the same amount of time in a day. It's 24 hours. We can't cheat that part. There's 24 hours in a day. We all got to sleep. So that removes anywhere between 6 to 8 hours, depending on the person. Most of us have professions outside of Jiu-Jitsu, which removes another 8 to 12 hours. It leaves us X amount of time per day where we are not working and not sleeping. And that time needs to be divided between priorities that we have in our lives, right? And some of the high priorities on the top of the list probably is a family, your kids, your wife, your spouse, whoever it is. Some hobbies that you have, which Jiu-Jitsu would fall in as one of them. The question here is, what is more important to you? And that answer will heavily depend on you individually. However, I'm going to say this. Saying I don't have time is the biggest excuse I've ever heard, to be honest with you. Because the question should be, is this important enough to you? Not whether you have time or not, because we all have time. We all have time. We all have hour or hour and a half to come to the academy 3 or 4 times a week. We do. The question is, are there other things that are more important than Jiu-Jitsu in your life? And if the answer is yes, and you make peace with it, then good for you. Stick by it. And maybe this is not a good time for Jiu-Jitsu for you. However, if Jiu-Jitsu is important to you, well, you have time. And if you make it important enough, you will make it to the academy. So don't fall into that trap of entitlement, the trap of victim, being a victim. We all have time. It's how we manage the time is the question. How do we manage priorities in our life? What is really important to you? And if there are things more important than Jiu-Jitsu, then maybe you have to maneuver things. Maybe we have to manage things. And maybe things are not as important, but we're wasting time doing things that we really don't want to do. And that is a big factor in today's life when we get distracted with social media and other entertainment components in our life. What is critical, I think, to answer this question and really kind of sponge on this time topic is, how do you manage your time? How is your time managed throughout the day, throughout the week? What is your schedule? Do you have things planned? If things come up randomly often, then perhaps is time to look at how do you say no to some things and how do you embrace the things that you really love. The bottom line is, if you love Jiu-Jitsu and Jiu-Jitsu is important to you, you have time for it. You just need to put it on a very high priority list on it. You need to make it important in your life, and the academy is open. Let me know if I can help you in any way to manage your time, to make some suggestions, to assist in any capacity, how to figure out the best training schedule, best training plan. Even if you're not training with me, not in my academy, I'm always happy to provide a perspective and help in any capacity I can. Until then, I'll see you on the mat. Peace.